from his studios in New York. It's time for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets life. Here's your host, Dan Tortora.
Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on MixLR, stands for Mix Live Radio, mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. Connecting all of that together on live internet streaming radio. You can listen on the wakeupcalldt.com homepage or on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. And you're watching Inside of the Charney's Men's Wear and Tuxedo Studios right here on Facebook Live, facebook.com/livenowdt. So, however you're hanging out with us, thank you so much for tuning in to the broadcast. It is now time to get into our top dog of the week, and I'm really excited about this one for this week. We started it officially this past week with the top dog. I gave it to Syracuse's defense against Liberty, and now our top dog of the week for this week, Lily's got to take us into it. So, Lily, give me that bark so we can get into the top dog. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it very much. The top dog of the week unveiled live every Friday broadcast right around 10 a.m. Eastern Time here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. Proudly presented by K9 Kamp Dog Daycare and K9 Kampground Dog Boarding. You want to make sure that you get out to both of these. K9 Kampground is located on 228 Old Bridge Street in East Syracuse, New York. That's 228 Old Bridge Street in East Syracuse, New York, right off of Bridge Street and across from BJ's Wholesale Club. You can also get to K9 Kamp Dog Daycare in East Syracuse as well. Find your way over there to that on 228 Old Bridge Street as well. So you just go to 228 Old Bridge Street in East Syracuse, and you'll find K9 Kamp Dog Daycare. And if you go more left from there, so once you see it, if you just keep going around the bend, you'll see K9 Kampground as well. They're just minutes away from each other, maybe a minute and a half away from each other. So one is for long-term dog care, one is for short-term dog care, and all of it is with plenty of love and plenty of excitement and fun from a company that goes above and beyond for our furry-loving friends. So, K9 Kampground and K9 Kamp Dog Daycare doing great work with us, and right there in East Syracuse, off of Bridge Street, you see the BJ's, you're on Bridge Street, you go to the light, right? The BJ's is on your right, Dunkin' Donuts is on your right, you make a left at that light, and as you're going up that bridge like you're going over to James Street, you make that first left, and then you make an immediate left, and you follow that around. That'll take you to K9 Kamp Dog Daycare, and if you keep going, you'll go to K9 Kampground, which is the long-term dog care, and it is second to none. So thank you so much to everyone over there, to Chad and Lorraine and the entire team at K9 Kamp Dog Daycare and K9 Kampground for all the work that you do. With that being said, our top dog this week is Don Waful. Don Waful, who, like my great-grandpa, or my great-uncles, I should say, my great-uncle Pat, who's still alive, God bless him, as well as my great-uncle Carmen, who's still alive, God bless him, my great-uncle Vincent, who's up in heaven, my great-uncle Bucky, who's up in heaven. I want to give a shout-out to them as well, and my grandfather Ralph, who's up in heaven, God bless him too, to all of them being World War II veterans. Well, Don Waful, also a World War II veteran, lived to be 103 years old. I don't know what's in the water. Coming from Syracuse, he lives to be 103. My grandmother was almost 101. Amazing, amazing things. Don Waful, you are our top dog of the week. He passed away yesterday, and so we send our love and we send our support to you, Don, and to your loved ones, and hopefully you are enjoying the riches of heaven that are so much more vast and beyond comprehension for those of us living here. So, shout out to you, a World War II veteran and a prisoner of war. He used to be the president of the Syracuse Chiefs, who are now the Syracuse Mets, for 35 years. He had only missed 3 Syracuse football home games since 1945. Only missed 3 Syracuse football home games since 1945. So fans, what I say, when you're a fan, you're a fan. through and through. This man lived to be 103 and only missed 3 games since 1945. You understand how insane that is? How crazy that is? I mean, that's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And definitely thank him for his service and thank him for all he's done and for 70 plus years of going to Syracuse football games and supporting the team. So he will be recognized as part of Syracuse University's Orange Central ceremonies this coming weekend. Was scheduled to receive the school's first military/veteran award on Friday night at the award celebration. Now, the award honors a military member or veteran alum for exceptional service or achievement in their military or post-military career. Waful said after he was informed of the award, quote, "Syracuse University is one great big lifetime of familiarity to me. I've seen an awful lot of medals awarded for academics and sports, but I never won one myself. Maybe it's about time, because I've been around a long time. If I can use a cliche, I'm deeply honored." End quote. Waful got his bachelor's degree from Syracuse's College of Arts and Sciences in 1937 and his master's from the College of Arts and Sciences at SU in 1939. He enlisted in the U.S. Army back in 1941 and met his first wife, Olga Castiglione, while he was stationed in North Ireland. According to the U.S. Army, he was with the 1st Armored Division in Tunisia when his unit encountered a German tank company and was taken prisoner in 1942. He survived the prisoner of war camps that were in Italy, Poland, and Germany. He was a prisoner of war with Fred Johnson, the father of former Major League Baseball player and manager Davey Johnson, and years after he was able to enlighten Johnson about the conditions they both endured. So, his capture and subsequent reunion with Castiglione was the inspiration for a musical that was titled "I'll Be Seeing You" that was performed in Syracuse and Philadelphia in 2002. He had a career in insurance and once again, like I said, was a Syracuse Chiefs baseball team owner for 35 years. He was involved in the design and construction of NBT Bank Stadium, which opened back in 1997. So, big support and thank you to Don Waful and everything that he's done, and just a beautiful, beautiful thing. So very happy to know that this remarkable man lived in our community to the wonderful age of 103, and that he supported Syracuse and stood by Syracuse and was there with Syracuse, through it all. So to Don, thank you so much. You are our top dog of the week. God bless you in heaven. Thank you for your service in World War II. Thank you for your fight. Nobody will know the fight like the fight that you endured unless somebody's been out there themselves as a prisoner of war and just somebody who was in a war, let alone a world war. So my blessings to you, my appreciation to you. God be with you. And just one amazing story, a truly amazing human being who lived to be 103 years old and did so much for our community with the Syracuse Chiefs, with Syracuse University, and like I said, to fight the fight that he fought and to get home and find a way, some way to get back to his loved ones, being a prisoner of war and everything that he went through and the prisoner of war camps and all of that. So truly remarkable story and such an amazing, amazing human being to honor today as our top dog. So God bless you in heaven. I hope I get to shake your hand someday when I'm over 100 years old and heading back home. So thank you, Don. Thank you to Don Waful's family. I hope that you're all comforted and at peace right now, and I hope that you all truly have an amazing life and that you live to be 103, if not farther. And a big thanks to Don for, once again, for his service and for his connection to our community and his love and his care. That's dedication when someone can survive everything that he went through and then turn around and come home and try and live out your life supporting your city and coming to all but 3 games in over 70 years of Syracuse football. It's remarkable. So, and it reminds me of my grandma and grandpa, who are huge, huge supporters of Syracuse athletics. So, with that being said, thank you to Don. You are our top dog. proudly presented by Kamp Dog Daycare and Canine Kampground in East Syracuse. You can check them out by going to wakeupcalldt.com and clicking on the Canine Kampground logo, and you can always be with us here every single Friday around 10 a.m. Eastern Time as we announce our top dog, and you can bring your dog over for short and long-term care. I want to let you know really quick here before we take a step aside and get ready for Michael Owens that Canine Kamp Dog Daycare's number is 315-437-7110. That's 315-437-7110 if you would like your dog to go to daycare for the day today or the day tomorrow. If you have long-term care for your dog, you're going on vacation or whatever it may be, 315-299-4013, 315-299-4013 for all dogs that you need to bring for long-term care over at Canine Kampground. Thank you for this week's top dog. Let's take a quick step aside. We'll come back with Michael Owens, Syracuse Orange football alum, who will be giving his thoughts on this year's team, as well as the upcoming game and what Syracuse has done so far. Michael Owens up next here as we continue What's Poppin', proudly presented by Ma and Pa's Kettle Corn and Popcorn Factory on 201 7th North Street in Liverpool, New York, inside of the Charney's Menswear and Tuxedo Studios.